The epidemic of malicious fake news and false propaganda that flooded social media over the past year, it's now clear that so-called fake news can have real-world consequences. This isn't about politics or partisanship. Lives are at risk.
All right, that's Hillary Clinton there blasting fake news and seeming to blame it for her loss. But come on. I mean, we all know you can't believe everything you read on the internet, right? And we don't. And it didn't seem as though she really minded fake news back when she flat out lied and spread that story about how she came under sniper fire in Bosnia. Here she is.
I remember landing under sniper fire. There was supposed to be some kind of a greeting ceremony at the airport, but instead we just ran with our heads down to get into the vehicles to get to our base.
And this is how the situation really looked. Let's show you. No sniper fire, no running with their heads down. She seems to be walking fairly confidently through the crowd there. So let me just get this straight. I mean, she says fake news puts lives at risk, but the lies she told about a war zone in diplomatic negotiations, that was okay? That didn't put anyone's life at risk? Unbelievable. Joining me right now from the Media Research Center is Dan Gainor. Dan, once again, we're back to the hypocrisy of the left.
Yeah, Trish, this is just amazing. Fake news stories are the shark attacks of 2016. It's the same media feeding frenzy, but it's more risk to the rest of us. But for people like Hillary Clinton, this isn't putting lives at risk. It's putting lies at risk. That's it. That's what it come back to haunt her. She got away with her own fake news for a long time, and then the media didn't call her back on it this election because that would be bad. I got news for the left who want to censor everybody. George Orwell's 1984 wasn't a how-to book. It's a warning.
All right. Look, I see some of this fake news, okay? I come across it, and I don't know. I just kind of know it's fake. I mean, maybe it's because I don't trust the news source, or maybe I look at it and think, okay, you got to think twice about that. And I'd also point out, Dan, this stuff has existed. It doesn't make it right, but it has existed since the internet came about. People just posted things that often were not true. I mean, what do you do about that?
Well, you can't. Well, what the media want them to do is to shut down conservative outlets. You see articles in the Washington Post and LA Times that list news sites like Twitchy and The Blaze and Drudge Report as being involved in all this. They want to silence the left. Their solution to winning 2020 is to shut conservatives down in 2016. But this has been going on before the internet. H.L. Mencken, in my own city, one of the most famous journalists in American history, made up stories back in his early career. Janet Cook in the Washington Post, the made up Pulitzer Prize. Jason Blair in the New York Times, the made up stories. This is going on. We had Brian Williams, Williams complaining about fake news this week, and we had Dan Rather complaining about it a couple weeks ago. Come on, these guys.
And then there's that Boston Globe columnist that now works for MSNBC that I think got fired from the job because he was just making up characters along the way for his columns. Fake news again. So you're right. It's existed for a while, and sadly, from some people that should never have been putting these things out because they were working for reputable news organizations. Anyway, we have to deal with it, and it's unfortunate, but so be it. And I don't think she can blame her loss on fake news. Dan Gainor, so good to see you.